So I'm not sure that being quote unquote supplemental precludes you from doing anything in the core or vice versa. Now I'll say this, the power of EverFi is in the network. It's in the school network, the teacher network, and the amount of students that are up on the platform, which gives us flexibility to, because of those relationships with districts and others, to really do whatever we want to do at the end of the day. I can't imagine a world 5 years from now where we are not playing in some very, very specific part of the core. Having said that, when you think about the areas that districts, teachers, and parents are trying to get their arms around, it might be bullying, it might be digital citizenship and comportment, it might be school safety, it might be financial literacy, obesity, nutrition, character, ethics, diversity, inclusion, Hispanic heritage, Black History Month, these areas that are left very much wanting from what is in the market today. And we could focus on those areas for the next 5 years and never go into the core and be perfectly happy. I have no idea where that rating came from. Yeah, right. You stay up at night writing your own reviews enough and post them. No, I'm just kidding. I was super proud of that for the company. I think I made a joke at our last annual meeting where I put up a picture of me and my two co-founders up on the slide, and I said, geez, all the work was done by that point in time, like, the cake had been baked. And the reality is everything good that's come out of this company has come from people who have walked in the door to work here since then. And but listen, I mean, we focus on culture, and we focus on it like with a laser focus. Anyone who's going to work here and be successful, including me, is going to be an optimist. And that's not that you have bluebirds flying around your head and things are happy all the time, because most of the time, anyone who runs a company will tell you it feels like the house is burning down around you. An optimist is someone who, at the end of the day, believes that in the art of the possible, that something can happen, that you can punch above your weight class, outpunch your coverage, pick your sports metaphor. I think at the end of the day, I've tried to reinforce a couple of key themes to everybody. I meet with everybody who starts to work here, and I tell them this. Number one, have your partners and your teammates' backs. And by that I mean, we have a saying, stab in the heart and praise to the back. Walk around and talk behind people's backs, talk them up. Tell people how good someone else is doing at their job. Don't look for credit. Just do your job and don't think about whether you're gonna get recognized for it or trust me, these places, everyone knows what's going on with everybody. And so I think that those have been reflected in a broader sense that this is a great place to walk in the door and work every day. It's supportive, it's meaningful, it's important work, and people have your back. And at the end of the day, I think that that's all we all want, is we want to be a part of a team, and we want to be working on something that we think is valuable and important. And you don't want to work with jackasses. You want to work with people who want to see you succeed and do well. And I think that reflected in the Glassdoor rating and other things that we've won along the way. It certainly is not the fact that I'm some genius operator. So my goal for EverFi is really simple. I want it to be a very large, standalone, awesome software company that has chosen 15 or so areas that it wants to attack that are important to the country, and is doing that really, really well and profitably. Everything else after that, whether we're public, private, owned by somebody else, employee owned, whatever, is kind of the plumbing of the place. But the core mission and everything, that's, I think, what we have pointed the bow of the ship towards, and are really going after in a pretty hard way. So we've gone to Canada thus far, and we do want to scale internationally. It's the great thing that I've learned. Listen, I'm a first-time CEO. I learn a lot of this stuff by just falling down or getting it right, and I'm not sure there's a big difference between either one in terms of how you go about it. But I'll tell you this, everything that we've done has always seemed like a much bigger deal than it ever winds up being. And I think going international is one of those things. It sounds crazy, difficult, tough to jump the pond, tough to, go into different languages, whatever. But, we just started translating our programs into multiple languages. We just started, implementing our programs out of the country. And like anything else, you just got to do it. You're going to stub your toe along the way, and I think we're excited to do that.